We're getting ready to install these rock lights on a 2021 CFMOTO 600 Touring. That's what the box looks like. We'll show you the inside once we get everything up and running. They are Q1 RGBW LED rock lights from MICTUNING. And we will show you the install shortly. So you have 4 5mm hex bolts that need to be removed from here, 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 and here. The piece comes off, and that's what it looks like underneath of it. So we chose for the front right to install it up here. So we cleaned it all off. We'll get ready for the next step. We're going to remove the hex screws from the opposite side of the four-wheeler. Now we're going to remove the seats. This is on a 2-up. Now we're going to take out the plastic rivets that everybody loves so much. We'll clip that when we get them out. Okay, so we got the 4 clips removed. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And back here are just plastic clips that go into rubber grommets. Just pull them off. Take the piece off. Now you're gonna wiggle this piece off. There's some rubber grommets. It just pulls off. Okay. Now we're gonna pop these 6 more pop pins off of this part, and we'll come back once we get them all off. So we remove the 6 from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and then you have to come down here and remove this one right here. Next, we're gonna remove this 10mm and that 10mm. By removing the one on the left side, we're able to remove the trim piece. So you're going to remove this 10mm here.
And one right there.
One right here.
And one right there.
And one right here. On the right side, you're going to remove the 10mm from there. And here. And 10mm from there. And that piece. Come on off. Next, we're going to remove this Phillips screw and this Phillips screw. So we're going to use a 10mm swivel. You don't have to use a swivel. You don't have it to remove these 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and 1 Phillips. The Phillips screw that you remove from underneath the fender well, the left fender, is going to release this piece here. Now you're going to take and remove these 5 bolts. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's a 10mm. Now there's 4 more 10mm on the right front fender, and they are 1, 2, 3. Can't really see it behind there. And then where's the other one at? Next to the little glove compartment. They can get the gist of it.
4. It's up there.
Now you're going to remove the clips from either side of the dash from here and there. Okay, you got to push forward.
No, pull back.
Pull back, I mean.
Now push forward.
Now push forward, and it pops out.
And the head unit pops out.
And you got to remove these two 10mm screws. Now we're going to remove the gas cap. And wiggle. The whole thing comes off. This is how the light pods come.
And put them together.
You put them together.
So we want ours to exit out the side.
As you just heard, we want ours to exit out the side. So the rock lights came with these to mount the lights, but they're not long enough. So we're gonna have to hit the store tomorrow to get longer bolts for it. But we're gonna drill
A hole through here.
a hole through there.
To run the harness through, so it doesn't get caught on the shock or anything. But we'll show that once we get that mount done.
And you've got the holes up there to put the rock lights in.
And that's where we are now. Okay.
We drilled a hole with the 31/64 drill bit up here.
Run the harness.
Run the harness through. So I pulled the cable through here, grabbed it underneath here, wired it over to here,
Back out to this side.
pull it out to this side.
Now it's gonna run back here. And that's the left side ran.
Now we're gonna do the left side. You drilled the hole, right?
No, dude.
Hang on 1 second. You're gonna drill it. I'm gonna create quarters, but also it's like into the hole. It's kind of hard to see how to see it underneath there.
And then this is gonna go through there. There, now it's coming out the top. And it's coming out the top. Okay, that's the two fronts ran.
Two fronts are in. Okay, so we cleaned it off with soap and water, then used alcohol to get all the oils off. Then we took these little wire tie holders. We heated it up with a heat gun and put one up there with the wire tie. Can we see it? Yeah. And then we're gonna put another one.
We put another one right there. And then we're just gonna run our cable for the left sprayer. We're gonna run the cable straight through here and right near where we're gonna put our module for the lights.
So the right rear is gonna look a little different because the exhaust is on this side. Show it. Put it up there.
That's where we're gonna make our wire tie hold down. And it's gonna mount right here.
Okay.
So lights can mount right there. We stuck another one of the wire tie holders there, and then we're gonna run the cable right through right here, and I'll get a picture of that once I'm done.
This is what it's gonna look like on the back.
And we ran the wires up back into where the module is gonna be also. And that's it for now.
We are using a heat gun.
To heat.
Go ahead.
We're using a heat gun to heat the plastic up to help these wire tie holders stick better, and then they'll stay on there probably forever.
Yeah, the right front all wired in and attached with the wire tie holders.
And that's what that's gonna look like.
This is the left front.
Put 2 ties. This is gonna come up like this, and bolt right there. Tomorrow, once we get the bolts.
We added a piece of loom
To the right rear.
to the right rear to protect it because the exhaust is back here. So the Rocklets we got has the switch and the remote. So we're gonna attach it here. We have a custom power tap. This is where we're gonna mount it.
So we're gonna get our power and our ground from. So we're gonna run it through here, and we're just gonna tap it into one of these reds, and then this side is our ground, this side is hot. And I'll get back to you once make that connection.
So we cut our ends to put heat shrink terminals on.
And then we'll heat them up and connect them. Thanks, and not let water in.
So we're using the heat gun. Turn it around.
All wire connectors are heat shrink that we put on.
Okay, so this is
These are our connections, the power and the ground connector right here for the lights. And then everything is fused on this side to the lights, to the plow, everything. Basically, there's just a thicker gauge wire coming from here, and we made a power tap on this side and a ground tap on that side, so everything's not running directly to the battery, and the battery can come off and on pretty easily. And then we just did some Velcro on the back of this, and I put a Velcro underneath here. So once we get everything done, we just stick it back under there. And you can it stays up there just like that with no problem. And it's high enough that it's not going to get wet because I don't take my 4-wheeler in water, nor will I. You can also buy something similar to that at like an auto parts place, and it'll come with fuses and everything, but I already have fuses in mine and relays. So I just made my own, and it just worked out better for me. I didn't have to wait a couple days to get it from Amazon. Any questions, you can feel free to ask.
now we're tying in all the wires
The module.
to the module.
So this is the right rear. You can put them in any way you want. I'm just putting mine so that they're on the same side. Oh, it's the wrong spot. Works better if you put it in the right hole. So there goes that one. Alright, pause it.
Good.
So we did the right rear, tying it together right now. with the little screw connector. It's gonna sit like that. So we're gonna do the left rear on the opposite side, which will go right here. This thing is a peanut butter. That one will go on there. And then we will do the two inside ones will be the right and left front. So those two. And then here's my right and left front. Doesn't matter which side goes to which on any of them. I just did mine the way I wanted them. You can do yours any way you want. There's no wrong way. Probably just make sure that these O-rings are on the tips, because that's what makes it waterproof. And they do give you 2 extra ones. And then that's how it works. Then you just gotta find a place to mount this, to mount the module. And then we'll be all done. And I'll get back to you once I do that.
So this is how we mount it, all the wires in the module. So this is how we ran the harness. All the way up through here. We're gonna order another switch that mounts to the handlebar. We have for the lights off Amazon. That'll work for now.
And then show 'em. We just gotta bolt the lights up.
Gotta bolt the lights up.
And that's it.
And that's it.
We'll get a picture of it in the dark.
We'll get a picture of it in the dark tomorrow. I wanted to jump back in and tell everybody, I'm putting it back together, you might want to get some silicone spray to spray on these when you put them back on.
So your pieces go back in easily without breaking them.
Show them the bottle again.
It's a CRC heavy.
You might want to hand tighten the bolts.
Put all the head bolts back in.
Head bolts back in by hand.
By hand.
If you strip them, it's a pain in the butt. And we know that our CFMOTO here takes like 2 months to get little stupid parts in.
They sit on back order.
A lot of their stuff is on back order. Just wanted to add that in here.
And there's no
We also wanted to add that you really don't have to take everything apart that we took apart to install the lights. We just did it for those who maybe have never taken apart before, so they could see exactly how to do it. I know some will be like, oh, you can just lift up a panel and put it in there, which, yeah, you can, but for people that aren't sure how to do stuff or take the thing apart, at least this video shows them how to take some stuff apart.
And if you want to do a valve, if you want to adjust your valves, you only have to take the tank off and unplug two more wires and the heat shield, and you can get right to the top of the valve covers. Adjust your valves.
We'll post the end of the video tomorrow. Okay, so we got everything mounted up and done. Pretty clean. You can't really see the mounting hardware. That one's mounted up. No. Let's go on the other side. It's a little dark, but I pointed out to where you can.
So right rear or left
Left rear, all mounted up there. Let's see the front to left. And then you can see you put the screws in, and then we'll take it outside and check everything else out. So I just wanted to end everything's installed. Wanted to give everyone a look at what it looks like. Come around it. Shut it. Back. And there you have it. MICTUNING rock light kit. Okay, so just want to show everybody it comes with a remote. We've added a whip that's separate with different lights you can light up. Let's see what we've got. What color is this going to be? There's green, red. I guess that's supposed to be purple, but yellow, blue. There's another blue. It's pretty cool. Pink, another green, and they have just white. You can do like different stuff with it. They strobe and brightness, and that's dimming it down. I like it the bright as it can go. So there you have it. Pretty cool, right?
Yep.